What's up guys, it's Edix and I'm back with a brand new video, and in today's video I have something different going on for today's video. This is just going to be some gameplay in the background of me talking about something that's kind of frustrated me about gaming right about now. So gaming for me used to be super fun, and it still is very fun, but something's kind of ruined a lot of games for me. Like, for example, Apex Legends is a huge one, and it's starting to affect me on COD. I'm just not enjoying the game as much anymore because of this. FaZe Jev mentioned it in a video today, and it really made me think about it, and I wanted to make a video on it myself because it's just something that kind of irks me, if I'm being honest, and I don't know why they did it this way. So, as I'm sure all of you have heard and know well, that skill-based matchmaking is the thing. So, skill-based matchmaking, if you don't know, essentially means that depending on how well you do in certain games, will change who you play against in the rest of your games. Now, this is all fun and games, and it could make sense on paper, but it ruins the whole fun aspect of games, because if you're good at a game, then you're never going to play against anybody who's worse than you. You're just going to keep playing against better and better players. And sure, that can be fun for a little bit, because you're playing against people who are your level, playing against people who are the exact same level as you, and the same skill base really as you, just changes the whole feel of everything. It loses some of the enjoyment factor to it. It just ruins a lot of the fun in the gameplay, because part of the fun thing was being able to do well in the game. If you're good at a game, it's fun to be able to show it. And if you're playing against other players who are also good at the game, you're not going to be able to show it off as often because the other players are going to be just as good as you. So this has especially ruined Apex for me. I really liked playing Apex. It was really unique, and I liked just getting to play it casually. And what's interesting about their game is they have a ranked mode, but skill-based matchmaking is also in their casual mode, which a lot of games are doing, like Call of Duty, which I don't really agree with. If it's a ranked mode, it should be ranked, and if it's a casual mode, there should be no rating who plays with who. But there is. That's just how it is, and it's kind of annoying, to be honest, as you can tell because I made a video on it. In Apex Legends, I really enjoyed the game when it first came out, and even into early Season 1, but I just can't find enjoyment playing the game anymore because I'm constantly playing against extremely good players, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm just trying to have some fun with friends who aren't as good, it pulls them up to my skill base, and it's not as much fun for them or me. And then on top of that, if I'm just trying to warm up in a game, I can't, because I'm constantly playing against good players, and then by the time I get warmed up, I've dropped in the skill base. So now I'm playing against players that aren't in my skill base, and it just ruins the whole fun of the game. Like, it's taking over all of gaming, period. Just any new game that comes out that has a multiplayer mode, there's a very high chance that it has skill-based matchmaking, and I couldn't tell you why. I can understand how the developers want everyone to have a fair gaming experience. That makes sense, sure, but it just doesn't turn out as being fun for everyone. You hear it from many players that skill-based matchmaking is it's not fun to play with. I don't know why I stopped shooting there. We're not going to worry about it. It's been said many times before, and I realize that I'm likely not going to make a change to it, but I don't know why skill-based matchmaking is in games, and I'd really like it if most games would take it out. Skill-based matchmaking makes sense for ranked and like game modes where you specify that you're going to be playing against better players, but it just doesn't make sense for games where you're just trying to play casually. Like, if the entire game is based on skill, then it kind of defeats the purpose of having like fun in a game. Skill-based matchmaking is turning every game into like a competitive game. And sure, it's good to have competitive games out there, but if every single game you're playing is competitive, then it just doesn't make sense. Like, it can't be fun after a certain point. I don't know why developers think that that's the move. So anyway, that's the gist of my rant on skill-based matchmaking. I don't know why it's still in games and why it's being implemented into games every single day. It doesn't make sense. It ruins the game in some aspects. It just makes everything about being the best and not so much about having a good time. And yeah, I just really wish game companies would change that and start changing that so that people can enjoy games again instead of just trying their little hearts out the whole time. But yeah, I know this is a short one, but that's the video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.